Your Holiness. Today we have 5 questions for you from Korea. The first question is from the representative of Silk Road Tour Agency in Korea, Sang-won Lee.
존자님 반갑습니다. 이렇게 존자님을 배우니 정말 대단히 기쁘고 행복합니다. 질문 드리겠습니다.
So with greetings to Your Holiness.
아상이 높아지는 것도 수행 단계에서 나타나는
It is said that an increase in self-attachment occurs during our practices. Does this truly occur, or is the practice method wrong? So attachment to oneself, of course, happens instinctively. The affection to oneself or loving oneself. So because of this, we also can have the wish to reach Buddhahood, which is full of positive qualities. Even the Shakyamuni Buddha himself reached enlightenment by seeing that he had the possibility or the potential to reach perfection, and therefore he engaged in the accumulation of merit and wisdom over three countless eons. Of course, self-attachment may be mixed with grasping at true existence, but there is also a passion for oneself, which is not necessarily attachment as such, but you can have so it is mentioned that Master Asanga, because of his passion to help others, he meditated on Maitreya and finally had vision of Maitreya and received teachings from him. And so here the term dakchak in Tibetan can be also referred to as compassion, not just the mental afflictive attachment.
Yes.
Okay. The second question will be asked by Jidok-sunim from the Kamtasli Meditation Center in Korea.
Yes.
달랄라마님 안녕하세요.
Good morning, Your Holiness.
달랄라말라. 언젠가는 우리들이 수행의 스승님 밑에서 떠나서
What do you consider to be the most important thing when a disciple is about to embark
응알쌤라 장쌤 깨알라
on an independent path? So first of all, regarding a spiritual master, a spiritual friend, Master Tsongkhapa mentions in his Lamrim Chemo, the great treatise on the stages of the path, without taming oneself, you cannot tame others. Those who wish to tame others must tame themselves first. And how to go about with that is not just to have some kind of the so-called realization, which you may be able to develop here and there, but you should develop this realization through the 3 trainings. So a spiritual teacher must be someone who can lead his or her disciples along the path, which means discipline them. So for that, the teacher himself or herself must be disciplined or subdued first. So, for example, for us, Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, we consider him as our ultimate teacher. And then the past masters of Tibet, of the Sakyanyingma Gelu Kagyu traditions and so forth. And then in this life also, we have met with many lamas who have given us teachings, transmissions, initiations, and so forth. So in order to repay their kindness of teachers, we need to be practical about what they have taught us. We need to practice it. So even if the teacher may not be with us now, that Lama may have passed away, of course, you can pray to your Lama for blessings and so forth, but what mainly you need to do is to remember the teachings and study them further and reflect on them and then meditate on the teachings so that you can have the experience yourself, whether the Lama, your Lama, is alive or not now. Whatever he or she has taught you must be integrated within yourself. And therefore, the teaching on the Four Noble Truths that Buddha has taught, and therefore, Rinpoche in his Great Stages of the Path says that these Four Noble Truths, therefore, is something which all the basic vehicle as well as the great vehicle teachings teach. And therefore, the teachers must use this as the leverage to lead their disciples. So, of course, you may have the blessings of the Lama by receiving some an initiation or some blessings. Of course, you may be able to have faith in such a Lama, but someone who merely does these kind of rituals may not be quite remarkable, but Rinpoche mentions a Lama should be someone who is able to lead disciples through the teaching on the Four Noble Truths. And then the Lama also should be someone who has the 10 qualifications that are mentioned in the Mahayana Sutra Alamkara as quoted in Lamrim Chemo, which is to say that they are subdued, tamed, and thoroughly tamed, and so forth. So, of course, blessings from lamas may be important, but the most important thing is to receive explanations of the teachings. You may receive one empowerments and transmissions, lung, and then tea. But the tea, the guided explanations of the teachings, through which the Lama is able to teach you about the practices leading to higher rebirths and liberation and so forth. So you should ideally have such a teacher who can lead you through the path. And having received the teaching, even if the Lama may not be with you now, you can still remember their teachings, and you can visualize the Lama in front of you and do the practice of purification and accumulation of merit based on the Lama. And without forgetting the teaching of the Lama, you can still receive the blessings of the Lama, even if he or she may not be here. And so until reaching enlightenment, you should be able to go through the practice of the teaching.
Next question
Next,
will be
yes.
asked by Korean artist Yang Suk Kim.
안녕하세요. 전자님께 질문을
Good morning.
드릴 수 있어 영광입니다. 전자님께서는 그림을 보고
Are
감동
there any art pieces that have moved His Holiness? If so, what are they?
소리고 다 할레르신데 뒤진서죠.
Art piece of art that is amazing,
가서 그게 배주션이 또시동야.
something that's really
소리고 코레도
is amazing is the nuclear bombs.
배나 남루 지고 쉬우시
And then,
남디 공례배
of course, they're very powerful to destroy others. And then you have the aeroplanes.
다이네 소리
So these technologies are amazing.
배주셔서디 에네 랑게 샴팜 그간에 에네
But when you use these, then you will be able to
민두선을 넣어야 요 말에 소리고 고기요래. 다 소리고
use them to destroy others. That's something unfortunate. But of course, we cannot say technology and art and so forth are not needed. But although we have these skills, we can still make more advancements on them as long as they are not used as a tool to destroy others out of anger, jealousy, and so forth. So when you have anger and all these, when you're enslaved by anger, you can even use a small needle or knife which also comes as part of art piece to destroy others. You can prick needle on others and prick others with needle and also use knife to cut others. So if we use art and crafts with a negative attitude, negative state of mind, anger and so forth, then they are useless. It's like studying the Dharma texts as well. If you become a learned person, but you use your knowledge to defeat others and for your own victory, without having been able to tame your mind, but being overcome with anger, attachment, jealousy, and so forth.
Next.